Hello everyone, Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I'm so happy you found me. I have a Dollar Tree Loads of Love Happy Valentine's Day wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make this beautiful Deco Mesh Happy Valentine's Day wreath. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on today's project, you're going to need an 18-inch wreath form that you can get from Dollar Tree. Now, if you can't find the 18-inch wreath form, of course, you can use a 14-inch wreath form. The reason why I've chosen the 18-inch wreath form is because of the size of the sign that I'm using today. When I saw this at Dollar Tree, I absolutely fell in love and knew this had to be my first project for 2023. You're also going to need some Deco Mesh from Dollar Tree. You'll need 4 rolls of each color, for white, red, and pink. You're also going to need a package of pipe cleaners cut in half. So I have my mesh opened and I have 1 roll of each color. We're going to be doing the poof or bubble method. Now normally you see this method done with 10-inch or 21-inch mesh. This is how I figured out how to use the 6-inch mesh from Dollar Tree. You can use 2 rolls at a time or 3, and since I'm doing 3 colors, we're going to be doing 3. You want to take the ends of each of the rolls and scrunch them together. Now you really don't want to have them layered. It'll make it harder for you after you get it on your wreath form to separate out your poofs. Pull all 3 together side by side. Get a pipe cleaner on there or chenille stem and give a good twist. You want to get those ends nice and secure. Then you're going to push down from the front to the back and attach it right onto one of the crossbars here. Give a twist or 2. And then go ahead and push those pipe cleaners back to the back side. Wrap it around those ends again and give another twist. Now you can trim down the ends here, but you want to leave about 1 inch. You don't want that Deco mesh to pull back through. And then I just take my ends and push it forward. Once you're done, you will not be able to see those ends on your pipe cleaners, and it will make it nicer. On the back side, it'll look much cleaner. So my ends are nice and attached. We're going to be measuring our poofs at 8 inches today. You'll want to start measuring where you attached it here on your wreath form. Loosely grab all 3 of them and measure out to 8 inches. Pinch. Take a pipe cleaner and wrap it around and secure it to the mesh. And then you'll be attaching it to the center bar here. Feed your pipe cleaner to either side. Pull it to the back and give a twist or 2. Now because I'm only attaching it to a single bar, I'm going to trim down my pipe cleaners a little bit and then push those forward. Simply push over the poof and then you measure again. And then slide over. Now you just want to continue doing that all the way around your wreath. And this wreath has 8 sections, and a section is in between the 2 crossbars. Now you will place between 8 to 10 poofs per section, and this wreath should take a total of 12 rolls, so 4 rolls of each color. If you're only doing 2 colors, then you can get away with using 8 rolls, 4 of the 2 colors. Okay, I'm going to continue to work on this and get some sections done, and then I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. I have my first 3 rolls of Deco mesh attached, and the 3 rolls should cover 2 sections on your wreath. If you're only using 2 colors, it should still cover 2 sections of your wreath. Once you get it on, you need to go back and open up your poofs and separate them. Because if you leave them together like this, you're not going to see all the individual colors. So just go in and pull apart each of the colors so that they're separated. I usually pull 1 to each side and then 1 up in the center. That way you can see each of the colors, and then you just need to change it up so that not all the pink are on the inside. So like on this next one, pull the white to one side, the red to one side, and the pink in the middle. But look at how nice, thick, and full that is. And there is no fraying because you're not cutting the mesh. One of my favorite methods for using Dollar Tree mesh. I am all finished with the base. I'm very pleased with the end result. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I really love the mix of all those colors, and I love the smooth but textured look that the bubble or poof method gives. Now, because we're working with Dollar Tree mesh, even though we didn't cut it, sometimes on the edge here you will get some fraying. So if you see any weird pieces, just snip them off. I usually do that as I'm going through and fluffing out my wreath. But as you can see, for the most part, you get very little to no fraying with this method. And what a nice, thick, beautiful base. To attach your sign, you're going to need 2 full-length pipe cleaners and some floral wire. I do prefer the silver. I picked this up from Dollar Tree. It's 26 gauge and you get 100 feet. I absolutely fell in love with this sign when I saw it, and I was so happy that I found it on my first trip to Dollar Tree when they were putting out Valentines. So to get this ready, you want to take the jute cord out, and then here in the 2 holes at the top, you want to string your floral wire. 1 through the hole, 1 over the top, and twist it in the back, and leave it long enough so that you can attach it to your wreath. And then here at the bottom, to make sure that my sign sits where I want it to and it stays steady, I've glued on 2 full-length pipe cleaners in either corner. If this wreath goes outside, I don't have to worry about my sign falling off because I have used the floral wire. If all I did was hot glue on pipe cleaners and this wreath goes outside, if it gets too hot or too cold or too moist, the hot glue can fail and your sign will fall off. Now, I really do like to place my signs right up on the top of my wreath. They really stand out that way, and they're usually my focal point. For this one, I want it to be just a little bit lower than center because I'm going to put a nice big bow up at the top here, so that's going to take up a lot of space. Now, to attach your sign, all you need to do is take your floral wire and your pipe cleaners, separate your mesh until you can get down to the wire form in the back, and then attach it to the wire form. You can attach it anywhere on the wire form that you need to get your sign to sit where you need it to. Once you've got it attached and you're happy with its placement, tighten it down, trim, and tuck your ends. I have my sign on. It's nice and sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. And as you can see, it's just slightly below center, so I have a little bit more room up here for my bow. We're going to work on the bow now. So I pulled this ribbon out. I think it's really pretty. I like the black and white stripe. I think it'll pull out the black accents in the sign really well. And this is 2.5 inches at 12 feet. I also have this really pretty white ribbon. Now I like this ribbon, I've used it a lot. And this is 1.5 inches at 10 yards. Those two ribbons I did not get from Dollar Tree. And then this one I got from Dollar Tree, and they have it this year. I think it's really pretty. This is their 2.5 inch Valentine's Day ribbon. And then this year I also found this one, which I think is really pretty. It is just a cut out of hearts. And I like this one as well, white with red hearts on it. And this one is 5/8 of an inch at 3 yards. And this one is also 3 yards. I'm going to be using my Easy Bowmaker today. Let me get you a little bit closer here. I like to use my Easy Bowmaker because I do have arthritis in my hands, and this makes it much easier for me to make bows because it holds everything for me. So I'm going to start with my black and white striped ribbon. I want to measure my tail at 8 inches, pinch, and then I'm going to come down between the two large dowel rods. Now this ribbon is only nice on one side, so as I come through I'm going to twist so that the nice side of my ribbon is facing down. So on your tails you want the nice side to face up, but as you go to make your bows, you need to have that nice side of your ribbon facing down. So I'm going to measure my first loop here at 5 inches, and I'm going to do 3 loops on either side at 5 inches. Once you have your loops in, measure out your tail at 8 inches and trim. Now we're going to go to this beautiful 2.5 inch heart ribbon that you can get from Dollar Tree. Again, I'm going to measure my tails at 8 inches and pinch. As you come through, again, you want to twist because this ribbon is only nice on one side. And I'm going to be measuring my loops at 4 inches, and I will do 2 loops on either side at 4 inches. That's another thing that I like about working with the Easy Bow Maker is I can go in and play with and adjust my bow and make sure that it's looking the way that I want it to look. Now I'm going to go with the 1.5 inch white ribbon. Again, I'm going to measure my tails at 8 inches, pinch and twist as I come through. On this one, I'm also going to measure my loops at 4 inches, and I'm going to do 1 loop on either side. I think that is looking so cute. And now I'm going to go with this small ribbon. And again, I'm going to measure my tails at 8 inches. And with this one, I'm going to do loops at 3 inches, and I'm going to do 2 loops on either side. Now I'm going to just cut 2 pieces here at about 6 inches. Then I'm just going to lay those down in the center, kind of like a crisscross. Okay, then you take 1 full-length pipe cleaner, you're going to slide it down underneath all the way until you get next to your 2 dowel rods here. You want to lift it up. Make sure you're in the middle. Pull it together and lift out. This will help you keep it stacked properly. Then take those, wrap it around the front there and pull it to the back. Pull nice and snug and give it a good twist or 2. These pipe cleaners aren't going to be long enough for me to attach my bow to my wreath, so I'm going to add another pipe cleaner. Just lay it in the center, give it a twist or 2, and then take 1 short one and wrap it around a long one. You want to do that to both sides. That way you'll have plenty of pipe cleaner to attach it to your wreath. I'm going to put my bow right up here at the top, kind of kitty corner on my sign. And then I'm going to spread out my tails so they kind of go over across the top and then down the side. And to attach your bow, you just take your pipe cleaners, separate your Deco mesh until you get down to the wire frame in the back and attach it to the wire frame. Again, you can attach it wherever you need to on the wire frame to get your bow to sit the way that you like. Now once I get my bow on, I'll do my final adjusting and I will cut my tails. I never really know how long I want my tails until I get it on and I see how they lay around my sign. I have my bow on and I'm really happy with it. As you can see, I kind of pulled the tails away so that you can easily read everything on the sign. Now the last thing that I want to do to the bow here is I have one of these small red glitter table scatter that you can get from Dollar Tree. They come in a package of like 24. And I just want to glue this right into the center of my bow like that, so it'll hide that white pipe cleaner. I think that looks really cute. I'm also going to be adding some of these really pretty Valentine's Day picks I found at Dollar Tree. They're just calling them decor. And they have some like this that have the open heart, and they have some that just have the puffy hearts. So you have these two picks. So I have two here with one of the open hearts, and then I have three with just the poofy hearts. Now I like these because they do come with an alligator clip on the bottom, though I'm not going to be using that this time. But I'm going to be gluing these in permanently. So I'm going to take that off. I don't need a stem that long. I only want, you know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of a stem. Just use my wire cutters. Take a couple times because you're cutting through a couple different layers there. So that way I just have a short stem. That will help me glue it into the Deco mesh. And then you just want to play with your hearts and just kind of adjust them to get them to look the way that you want them to. I think that looks really pretty. And then you can work with your placement first. Just kind of stick them in around the wreath until you find where you really do like them. So I like that there. And then to glue these in, just add a good amount of hot glue here at the stem. And then nestle them down inside the Deco mesh. Make sure they get good contact. And I like them because they do bend, so if you need to bend them back a little bit, go for it. I think that looks really pretty. So in addition to the 5 picks that I have to add to the wreath, I'm also going to be adding some white vase filler. And I have a couple different sizes in here, but I'm going to place my picks first, and then I'll go through and fill in with the vase filler. And here you go, we're all finished. I'm really pleased with the end result. I love that colorful background. I did end up going ahead and using 6 of the red glitter picks instead of 5. I really do love this sign. I think it really sets off the wreath. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show me some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. And if you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. If you enjoy craft tutorials, make sure to check these out. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.